The ship was found perfect, yet utterly deserted. Not a soul remained. It was January 31st, 1921. A five-masted schooner, the Carroll Deering, lay stranded, sails ripped, on the treacherous Diamond Shoals off Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Seminole spotted her. A ghost on the horizon, she seemed to defy the very laws of the sea. Approaching the Deering, the Seminole's crew noticed something immediately unsettling. Her distress signals were flying, yet no one responded. No one appeared on deck. The sea was calmer now, yet the schooner remained locked in the shoals, a silent, stark monument to something profoundly wrong. Bad weather prevented immediate boarding. For days, the Deering sat there, pounded by the surf, an enigma taunting the rescuers. When a boarding party finally managed to reach her, what they found was not a wreck, but a meticulously maintained vessel, eerily devoid of human life. The ship's logbook, navigation equipment, and personal effects of the crew were all gone. The ship's papers, the chronometer, the anchor, even 2 lifeboats vanished. Food was still in the galley, dishes neatly stacked. It was as if the crew had simply evaporated. The Carroll Deering was no ordinary vessel. She was a 5-masted schooner, built in Bath, Maine in 1919. At 255 feet long, she was a magnificent sight, designed for cargo. Her final voyage began from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, bound for Norfolk, Virginia, carrying a load of coal. Captain William H. Merritt was originally slated to command, but fell ill. His replacement, Captain W.B. Wormel, a seasoned mariner, took the helm. This change in command, as we'll see, would become one of the many perplexing details of the case, a subtle ripple in the fabric of fate. The Deering's journey was uneventful until January 9th, 1921. She was sighted by the lighthouse keeper at Cape Lookout, North Carolina. This was the last confirmed sighting of the ship with her crew aboard, alive and well, or so it seemed. A few days later, on January 29th, a steamship, the S.S. Hewitt, reported seeing the Deering near Cape Lookout. A man aboard the Deering hailed the Hewitt, stating they had lost their anchors and asking the Hewitt to report it. But there was something strange about the man's voice. The Hewitt's captain, Thomas Gilbert, noted that the man was not Captain Wormel, whose distinctive voice he knew. Furthermore, the crew seemed to be milling about on deck in a rather unseamanlike manner. Captain Gilbert found this deeply suspicious, a gut feeling he couldn't shake. 2 days later, the Deering was found on the shoals. The timeline was incredibly tight, suggesting whatever transpired happened rapidly after that encounter. The question wasn't just asterisk where asterisk the crew went, but asterisk when asterisk and asterisk how asterisk they left the ship. The official investigation, led by the Department of Commerce, launched immediately. It became one of the largest maritime investigations in U.S. history. Every port, every witness, every rumor was scrutinized in an attempt to unravel the mystery. One popular theory involved mutiny. It was known that Captain Wormel had a difficult relationship with his first mate, Charles B. McClellan. There were rumors of heavy drinking and insubordination. Did the crew, or at least a faction of them, rise up against the captain? If a mutiny occurred, where did the crew go? Did they flee in the lifeboats, taking the ship's papers and log, only to be swallowed by the sea? It's a plausible scenario, yet it doesn't fully explain the ship's perfect, almost pristine condition. Another theory pointed to piracy. The early 1920s were a time of unrest, even in American waters. Rum runners and smugglers were active. Could the Deering have been boarded by pirates who then disposed of the crew and looted the ship? The missing anchors and lifeboats could support this. Pirates might want to quickly disable the ship and then escape with their plunder. However, the Deering carried coal, not valuable goods. Why would pirates target a coal ship? A more sinister thought emerged. The Black Hand, a Serbian terrorist group. At the time, they were suspected of operating in the U.S., and one of their alleged targets was American shipping. This theory gained traction, linking the Deering to a wider global conspiracy. However, concrete evidence connecting the Black Hand to the Deering was never found. It seemed more a product of the era's paranoia than a solid lead. The investigation continued, casting a wide net, but finding only more questions. The Bermuda Triangle, a region infamous for mysterious disappearances, also entered the discussion. While the Deering was just outside its generally accepted boundaries, the proximity fueled speculation that some unknown force was at play, a force beyond human comprehension. The ship's fate seemed to intertwine with another major maritime mystery of the time, the disappearance of the S.S. Hewitt, the very steamship that had encountered the Deering. The Hewitt vanished without a trace in February 1921, just weeks after its Deering sighting. This double disappearance, so close in time and proximity, led to theories of a common cause. Was it a coordinated attack? A massive storm that claimed both? Or something far stranger, a dark secret of the Atlantic that swallowed ships whole? Ultimately, the official inquiry concluded that the crew likely abandoned ship during a storm, possibly due to a mutiny. But this conclusion was largely based on circumstantial evidence, failing to fully satisfy the public or investigators. The Carroll Deering was eventually dynamited by the Coast Guard, a hazard to navigation. Her timbers scattered, her secrets lost to the currents. But the questions she left behind continue to ripple through time, a haunting echo of a crew that vanished into thin air. No trace of Captain Wormel or his crew of 10 men was ever found. Their fate remains one of the most enduring and baffling maritime mysteries of the 20th century. A perfect ship, a vanished crew, and an ocean that never tells its full story. The ghost ship Carroll Deering sails on in legend, a stark reminder of the ocean's power and its impenetrable secrets. A testament to the fact that sometimes even the most thorough investigations can only lead to more profound questions, uncover more deep-sea enigmas, and